How's it going today, guys? Castillo Trading coming to you with another nPOC and daily POC update video. It is Wednesday and a part of our weekly series, guys. We like to do nPOC specifically for today on both BTC and Ethereum. So just based off prints, right? That's normally what we talk about in these videos. The next area of interest I'm looking to long is going to be that 91285. People who are sidelined, people who don't have any entries, people who are looking to get that exposure, decent spot to be getting exposure at that nPOC at 91285. Next area of interest to short, right? Shorts have been blown out of the water, right? You know, they've been invalidated depending on if you were shorting them or not. Some people were shorting this earlier. Again, like I said, kind of pressing it more and more. I think, you know, I've said multiple times, you know, I'm not really a shorter in this area, regardless if it continues to drop, like around that 76, 75 area. It's just, you know, the move to the downside was done. There's no reason to tack on shorts in this area. It was hard to bet against longs, and that's kind of what I was saying. If we get retests, guys, they are areas to long. Do not get bearish. Do not be shorting on support retests. This has been a very clear zone of a lot of nPOC prints kind of coming in, which again, I talked about this in the live stream. It's just an area that I think a support level is building. When you get a retest of an important area, close out some nPOC prints, and then start to build more within that area, it's a good one support zone or a resistance zone, depending on where we are on the chart. And on the high term time frames, you know, we could kind of tell that this was a retest of a very important once resistance now turns support. Now, does this mean that we have to continue to go up from here? No, right? And that's why I want to talk to you guys. You don't have to go up from here, right? And I will always say that I think it's best to have a game plan and have patience for that game plan, even if everything's going up, right? You should have been doing the work prior to those days that are, you know, things are going up. But those are just areas of interest to be longing, right? Whether we get them or not, I think it's a very important level to just be tacking on either some low leverage buys or some spot buys. I just think that, you know, buying the dip, especially with Ethereum going forward, is going to be what I'm really looking to do on some of these plays. But again, there's no dip. And again, this is a take profit zone. I did take some more BTC profits over the past couple of days, right, on this trade. So again, not getting greedy, staying with my game plan and just going forward. Let's get into Ethereum, the one that not many people enjoy, the one that I haven't really been enjoying. I haven't posted much about it. It's just, hopefully we can get some sort of movement from this, some sort of momentum from this, right? Because this is a tough zone. You know, I've talked about, I wanted a retest of this where that was our prior short. I wanted a retest of that 17.53 and we got it, right? That was a take profit area from the lows, right? And so we stick to that. Now we are coming up to a resistance. Now, does this mean that we reject here and that you should go all in short? I don't think so. I think that, you know, this is obviously an area of caution, just like we talked about with BTC, where we're kind of getting into a new trading zone. And that's what I think is going to happen. We're kind of just going to range between that, you know, maybe 94 and 90K area for just a little bit. And so same thing with Ethereum, you know, maybe we just kind of range within these lows here. Still underperforming BTC, obviously. ETH BTC is still not doing very well. The chart looks all-time lows and maybe even potentially go lower as BTC dominance can go higher, you know, but we'll just have to see. So this is not where I want to be adding on Ethereum. Again, going forward, creating a new game plan. If you want to buy ETH, I think that waiting for a retest of that 15.80 is the best area to get your next long entry. And then actively, this kind of is a Ethereum short. Took kind of 13 days to unfold, you know, to kind of run up to this area. I've been wanting to short Ethereum, but it just seems wrong now, right? I don't know. I don't know if this is a bearish retest and ETH is going to go back down to 1300 because this is a clear resistance zone and it is continuing to underperform. So I do think that if BTC does drop, let's just say we do drop back down to 83,000, 82,000, this is kind of likely for Ethereum in my mind. So again, not getting too overly bullish on Ethereum just yet, but I still think that if momentum can continue, if BTC can continue, if we continue to get, you know, this trade war kind of tapering off, maybe get some good headlines, that Ethereum can kind of jump back easy. And then again, you know, really 1700, this is the resistance zone. I think that it's going to take a lot for us to get under. So maybe it's like some choppy here before we get that next leg higher. That is the nPOC update that we are currently watching, guys. I hope you guys can continue to enjoy this content and follow along in the Telegram, follow along with the weekly video series, and I will see you over in the Telegram. Peace out.